Hello, my name is Landon Clay, and I'm the host of the High Ground podcast. Today with me, I have my new co-host, Orson.
Hi.
Piers, he was a senior. He went on to Greater Things College, all that good stuff. Yeah. Anywho, today we're going to be mentioning a few things, mainly. Well, what do you think we should talk about first, Orson?
I'll let you take this one, Landon.
Oh, okay. So, recently there have been a couple rumors.
And we should just add, this is old news, so this isn't the most up to date. We're just talking about Star Wars news.
Star Wars news isn't the most up to date thing. You get maybe something new every couple months. We can't make 20 minutes off the fact that J.J. Abrams took over whatever his face is.
Colin
Trevorrow's spot.
But let's talk about Solo, Han Solo. I think it's gonna be called Solo. But
I don't know. That would be an interesting name for it, Solo. But Solo wasn't really Solo. If it doesn't have Harrison Ford in it, it's not going to be a good movie.
It needs to have Harrison Ford.
It could be the best movie on this planet, and I'd still hate it if Harrison Ford was not present.
Apparently, there's some rumors that one of the main locations in the film is going to be the Cantina. Is that what it's called?
The Cantina. Well, yeah, because
on Tatooine.
Yeah, the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah, apparently that's going to be one of the main locations
that would be good.
So I think that would be a really cool place to have Harrison Ford as a cameo.
True, a cameo. Or maybe he's the bartender at this time.
Oh, yeah, he's the bartender. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then, or maybe he's one of the bounty hunters that hangs out there. The guy that had this alien friend who got his arm cut off by Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was pretty. That's an old scene that's easy to forget sometimes, but then when you really think about it, it's pretty.
And plus, that dude was in Rogue One, too.
Yeah, they made a cameo in Rogue One, and that was pretty cool.
That really messed up the timeline, I think. I mean, kind of.
But he hadn't gotten his arm chopped off yet, so,
we also have to remember... also have to remember the planet that they were on when they saw him got destroyed.
Yeah.
So you have to think, he got off the planet.
I had my own problems with Rogue One, like the fact that things like that, and then with the, they go out of their way to save this little child just to have him get blown up in the end. So, everybody dies. That's the whole feel of Rogue One.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert.
Death. Yeah, spoiler alert. Death. If you like your characters, well, don't stick around them long. They're going to die.
Yeah.
That's
everyone
basically
dies in Rogue One. Except, Darth Vader and Princess Leia.
Everybody that's
dies.
it. Well, I mean, too, the fact that I really, I watched the Clone Wars series, and Saw Gerrera, he was a part of a maybe 4-5 episode saga, I want to say, I believe sometime in the later season, maybe season 7, season 6, sometime around there. I may be wrong. It's been a while.
And also mind the Bee Gees in the background. Someone had to open the door. Some people, right?
But basically after that, we see him again for the first time. I remember the part where his sister dies. His sister dies in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
She gets shot and falls off a cliff. It's super tragic, all that. But just the fact that we see him again, he's got this. He's old. He's war torn, but he's got so much history we don't know.
Yeah.
They're trying to make him a comeback for him, and they're trying to make a story for him in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
I am kind of okay with that. I was never a big fan of Rebels to start with.
Yeah,
they had a couple good moments, but it just doesn't have the same feel as Clone Wars the Animated Series. Because Clone Wars the Animated Series, that was my show.
Yeah.
That was my show. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That was my favorite show, probably my favorite TV show of all time, was Star Wars the Clone Wars.
I watched a fair amount of Clone Wars when I was a little kid. I haven't seen it recently, but I've chosen not to watch Star Wars Rebels because, don't judge a book by its cover, but whenever I see the promos for it on YouTube or something that pops up, I just know that does not look good.
It's horrible animation style.
Yeah,
Disney just had to cancel Star Wars the Clone Wars because of its darker themes. That's one of my favorite parts about the TV series was that it wasn't afraid to go deeper and darker than normal, because typically you have this veil of child friendliness around Disney, which is why it surprised me when they made Rogue One, because everybody dies. Someone gets shot right in the street. And then that's what really shocked me there. But I think it was mainly because I don't know, Disney didn't really. I don't think Disney put too much input in on Rogue One compared to when they do on Rebels, because Rebels is their own TV series.
Yeah.
And since they put it on a channel like Disney XD, that's more of a child, younger kid, child-friendly
environment.
So you got to put them on there, and they always win the day. nothing bad happens to them ever. You get a death here and there, but it's like so just
Cheesy, like-
cheesy. Yeah, like there was one she walks into a spaceship and it blows up. It's like, oh my god, no. But no, like in Clone Wars, that was something else. Like you had to have death in practically every episode, but it was so well choreographed and it was so well animated. Because this one, it seems like they put half the budget in just to animate this.
Yeah.
Like they put, not half the budget, like half of what they should put in. It's just so garbage. I mean, in my opinion, it's almost got like a clunky feeling about it.
Yeah.
Like when you watch it, the characters don't seem to really move smoothly.
Yeah, it feels a little bit of the coloring and like the animation is
yeah.
light. Because like if you look at Clone Wars, it's very dense. It feels like.
Well, I think that also can be used as a metaphor for like the
tone
of the series, because the Clone Wars was a no light show. Believe me, that was dark. They got really dark.
Yeah.
In one of the first episodes, like one of the first few episodes, a clone actually says kind of like a cuss word. And so when they left that in there, that surprised me.
I think
too.
I know. Yeah, I remember that. I know
Yeah.
because I remember. Okay, it's coming back to me. When I was a little kid, I heard that and I was like, "Wait, did he just really say that?" And he
Yeah.
said, and I kept rewinding. I was like, "Yeah, he just said that."
Exactly, but that's where you go in. And then in Star Wars Rebels, they get into this little fight. The Empire is just made to look like a joke in that series. I mean, honestly, if you saw, like, I had my own problems. I mean, clearly it was for the plot.
Yeah.
In an older movie that the stormtroopers weren't really supposed to hit well. Because believe me, if the stormtroopers were any better trained, the rebellion would have never gotten off the ground.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the fact that they're made to look such like a joke, like, oh bonk, I got hit in the head with a rock. It's like, this isn't Goofy, kids. This is Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's so
Also
bad.
Goofy.
I think the moment when it got darker was when Maul stepped into the picture.
Yeah.
Maul actually
And his brother.
somewhat redeemed the series until the point where Obi-Wan and Maul fought.
Who is the bald chick?
The bald chick?
Kind of like she was bald. She had like kind of a round head, but then it kind of came to like a point towards the chin.
Did she have green skin?
Yeah, something. Like,
Luminara and Dooley?
maybe, I don't know. She was one of the Siths. She might have had.
Oh, one of the Asajj Ventress?
That too. Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember her.
She was interesting. They have their own like story arc for what happens with her. She becomes a bounty hunter again. That's what she did after she was kicked out. She became a bounty hunter. But there's a lot of loose ends too, especially with the new ending. Like their season 4 of Star Wars Rebels is going to be the last season,
Okay.
which was what they've already said.
When do they have Grand Admiral Thrawn come in?
He's already in.
Oh, okay.
He came in like season 2.
Okay.
But even then, he's like,
Yeah.
But in my opinion, what really kind of helped the show was when Darth Maul came in. Because Darth Maul added a darker, like, feeling about it. Because, like, he is, like, is like a normal old man. They don't know who he is. And then Ahsoka sees him. And he just, like, it's just like he gets this, like, reimbursement of, like, strength or whatever. Like, he walks out of his disguise and just goes ham on people, right? But there were still a couple problems I had with that because they had to adjust it to make it look better for the people, like, watching, for the kids. So when you have this part, spoiler alert, Darth Maul actually goes crazy, kills all 3 of the Inquisitors. Well, pretty much kills all 3 of them. He kind of kills the 3rd one in a way,
Landon.
but the 2nd one, the 2, he impales 2 of them. Okay.
Come on, Landon, no, I was gonna watch that tonight, man. No, I'm just, yeah,
I was about to.
it's super dark.
He was force choking one girl, and he tries to get the main character. I don't like the main character's name. I call him E because I don't like his name is like Ezra or something.
Oh,
no, I don't.
yeah.
It feels weird coming off the tongue. But no, so he has him up in the air, right? And so he has the girl up in the air, and she's got this weird robotic Siri sounding voice.
Oh.
Like she sounds like freaking what's that Amazon Echo? You know Amazon
yeah.
Echo? She sounds like Amazon Echo, and it's so hilarious because this girl looks like a robot. So he has her up in the air, right? And he tries to get Ezra to kill her, but Ezra won't do it. So he just drives his lightsaber right through his chest and just kills her. Then so you got that death, and then it's so. One of the things that really bugged me about the Inquisitors is just how stupid it was. Like, I mean, the Inquisitors has so much potential because they
Yeah.
were supposed to be trained by Vader themselves. One was like a fat guy who didn't know what he was doing half the time. He was clunky. The second one was the girl. There was the Siri girl, and the third was like this masked guy who you never really see much of. The third guy, actually, you want to know how he dies? He dies in the dumbest way. So
How?
they're fighting, right? Kanan and this guy are fighting. So he slices his lightsaber, right? Just cuts a
Okay.
little, or makes a little cut in it, right? Then they try to do the little dumb flying away with the lights. Have you seen that where they use the lightsaber like a helicopter blade and they fly away?
I don't think I want to see it. So.
Yeah, you probably don't. He tries to do that and then his lightsaber breaks halfway and he falls.
Is that canon? So Star Wars Rebels canon and Star Wars: The Clone Wars canon in the Star Wars?
Yes,
universe?
they are canon.
Oh my god. Oh, apparently there were some Star Wars Rebel characters in Rogue One. I don't know if you knew that. In the background when they were on the planet, they had some of the characters in the background.
Interesting.
I think
Oh,
it was-
the ship. Yeah, the ship.
No, like some of the actual characters.
Oh,
like
they had the ship.
some beast or
in the
something,
background.
like this animal-looking guy.
Well, I know Saw Gerrera is in. He was a part of it.
No,
and
but
he's
this was
in
like
Saw.
one of those main characters. He was like an animal.
Oh,
He was like a tall animal. I don't know what his name was.
Interesting.
But yeah, apparently he's in the background of some scene in Rogue One.
That's interesting. I didn't see that. But
But I think that kind of wraps up.
well, no, there's just a couple other things I want to say. So basically, I enjoyed seeing Darth Maul in the series. Basically, he was good up until the part where he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, and up until the part where he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, there's gonna be major spoilers ahead. So just cover your ears if
dies.
he doesn't. Well, yeah, he dies, but no, it gets to the point where it divides the people who watched it right down the middle. You have half the people are saying, "Oh my gosh, that was one of the best lightsaber fights I ever saw," and the other half saying that was the worst lightsaber fight I ever saw. So a lot of people, because in 3 strikes, he's dead. Like Obi-Wan just plays defensive the whole time. So the total fight, it takes like 7 seconds.
Okay.
So he goes bing, bing, and then just cuts down and kills him, right? So that made a lot of people angry because, they've been hyping up this fight for a long time now. And it finally came. But on the other hand, you have the people who are like, that's really good because it's not, realistically, I guess you could say, in terms of like sword fighting, sword fights never lasted a long time like they do in the movies. They typically are over within like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And so what happens with that is the fact that, and they also say how well choreographed it is because they stopped it and slowed it down and pointed out like frame by frame what was going on. One of the things was the original move that Darth Maul did to kill Qui-Gon Jinn. He was going to use to try and kill Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
And they saw that. Obi-Wan Kenobi saw that coming, deflects it, and then slices and kills him.
Yeah.
It was just crazy fight.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I guess.
But I do think that wraps up for this first episode.
That was pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, we'll probably do this once a week, daily.
Hopefully.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Leave if you have anything we should talk about Star Wars related or anything related at all, comment down below and let us know. Other than that, this has been the High Ground Podcast with Orson Cod
And Landon Clare.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks.